You've been slipping into darkness. Oh, 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 oh. Pretty soon you're gonna pay.
Anti-Afro Svengalis. A huge shout out to War. The title, Slipping into Darkness, and the name of the group, right on target. Before I go any further, I want you to hear something. I'm not going to set it up. I'm going to come back and explain what's going on. Stay tuned and I will return.
But if something is masterful, it has to be.
That's your definition of what it has to be. It's not mine, Darrell.
Okay, so wait, masterful only has a certain definition.
Yes, it means that she does something well. I said the way.
So you're telling me.
Let me complete my sentence.
Okay.
I said the way she presents information to me, the way she puts words together, her verbiage, the way she writes. That's what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about the art of it, not the substance. You're getting lost in the weeds. She said it so well that I wasn't even bothered.
Are you listening to yourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying this is to me. This is what's wrong with the sector.
No, I think what's wrong with the sector is.
No, wait, can I finish my statement?
No, because you said this is what represents.
Yeah, I didn't finish my statement.
No.
I didn't finish
we
my
let you
statement.
speak for 5 straight
wait a minute. Wait. Why are you getting emotional? I can't have an opinion. You have an opinion?
No, you can have an opinion.
No. Wait a minute. I just said this is what's wrong with the sector.
Well, then that's what's wrong with the sector. That's why you walked away, right, Darrell? Is that why you walked away?
I can't finish my perspective. I allowed you to do that. I respectfully did so.
You were speaking for 5 straight minutes, Darrell.
No, I didn't. I did not speak for 5. I did not speak for 5 minutes. I did not. Okay. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you speak. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, don't say because I have a certain perspective that that's what's wrong with the sector. Don't personalize.
I did not say that. That's not what I was insinuating. What I'm insinuating. Okay. Can I respond?
The thing is, Darrell, you came up here telling me, you think that her saying false information is mass. Don't come at me like that.
No, I am coming at you like that because that's the truth.
Well, if you come at me like that, expect
I'm telling you. You asked me the question, so I'm respectfully giving you. Wait, Samba Queen. In all fairness, I'm not here to argue with you and go back and forth. I'm here to talk about the truth.
Well, go ahead, but don't focus that truth on me.
Let's deal with the truth. Let's deal with the facts. Let's deal with facts and let's deal with truth. You're yelling. Stop, Samba Queen. You're yelling, baby. Come on, don't yell.
Well, then if you let me speak, I wouldn't have to yell, Darrell.
We're dealing with the facts.
We're dealing with your brand of facts.
No. We're dealing with verified. I'm talking about verifiable facts.
So many therapists are not.
Listen. I'm dealing with verifiable facts.
Another bite of the apple. The symbolism of this. The apple serves as the opportunity. So it's a fresh, crisp, tasty apple, and you get another bite of it. You have a chance to succeed where you previously failed. What do you think happens if you bite into an apple that's an opportunity and it's rotten? What's going to happen? You're going to get worms. You're going to get sick. You are not going to succeed. And that is what Dumpsey has done. Continuing to bite into rotten apples. When he failed the first time, he failed the second time, he failed the 150th time, he will always fail. I guess you can pretty much gather how this got started. But it was very bizarre that Dumpsey, this is Sexy Toy Lady's live stream, actually went up and caught a link because Samba made this comment about the way I put things together. That's important to Dumpsey, that he can come up on a panel and has this angst, biting into rotten apples. He thinks it's an opportunity to spread more lies. Let's go back to his statement, verifiable facts. It doesn't matter what lies Dumpsey recycles. This is the bottom line that Dumpsey is unable to accept. He failed. He will continue to fail. How did this get started? It doesn't matter what story Dumpsey spins. There are facts. Umar, $10,000 plus. He never got what he wanted out of Umar. He went after us because he was trying to curry favor with Umar, and that failed. Umar never even acknowledged his existence. We didn't even know who the hell he was. He was attacking us to try to curry favor, and we initially ignored his ass. I think he likes the fact that people now know he's married to a convicted child abuser. He's hiding that. It's been revealed. You think he liked the fact that the hefty size of Latashia was revealed on court documents and in photographs? No, he was very unhappy with that. The $8,000 in Medicaid fraud, he stole $8,000 plus from Medicaid. You think he liked that becoming a revelation? No. You think he liked the fact that the licensing board disciplined him formally? No. Do you think he likes the fact that he got written warnings and that's been revealed? No. He's mad because all the complaints he's made against us, he claims he filed a complaint against me. So what? File a complaint. What happened to that? Nothing. All of his griping and complaining has gone nowhere, and his idiotic demands to say people should be canceled. What the hell? It sounds so ridiculous, and everybody's laughing at him. He's the laughing stock. Nobody is listening to him. People that he thinks he has some power and sway with don't give a damn what he says. It doesn't matter how many crawl into the chat. None of them are listening to his idiotic demands to cancel people. They are telling his ass off, who the hell do you think you are to tell us who we can talk to? And here's a distinction I want to make. There is a difference between choosing and making a decision. Making a decision falls along the lines of doing something that's in your best interest or not. It only relates to you. He's trying to characterize it as either or. Either you're going to pick me or you're going to pick AFW, AAS, Rev G. Who the hell's thinking like that? Dumpsey's thinking like that. That's why everybody's telling him to go to hell. How the hell are you going to tell grown-ass folks they have to make a choice between two sides? He looks and sounds exactly like the fool that he is. Look on this list again. Look long and hard. What on this list applies to me? What on this list applies to Rev G? What on this list applies to AFW friends and supporters? Nothing. All the accusations he was leveling against other people applied to him. And this is what he's left holding. So think back on what you heard a few minutes ago. It makes it all the more ridiculous grabbing a link and trying to tell somebody that their opinion is not valued because he's pissed that he is an epic fail. Every single element, failure. He made a point to attack families with children. He made a point to attack intact families. And what do we find out? That Dumpsey's married to Latashia, who is convicted of child abuse. That makes a lot of sense, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment. And I think it's sickening. Although I knew this is what happened, he's up here saying now the report was false. So he's calling his own daughter a liar. Imagine how she suffered through the years. Oh, please, people. Look at this list here. These are things that Dempsey cannot deny. Verifiable truth. He stole money from Medicaid. I'm not going to shut up about it. Look on the screen here, people. There are 3 different case numbers on the screen. Look at the 3 separate case numbers, which means 3 separate complaints went in. None of these numbers belong to me. None of these numbers are associated with the complaint that I filed. This is a verifiable fact. This is a loss Dempsey took because he thought it would never be discovered. Just like the child abuse conviction of Latashia, who wailed on a 5-year-old child, his own child he couldn't even protect. You talk about an epic fail, the biggest L ever, that would be it. Formally disciplined for stealing money from Medicaid. He's crying about saying he's slandered. Sue me. Sue me, you thief, you Medicaid defrauder. You stole the money. It says right here, finding of fact. Sue me. Go for it. What does it say here? All these empty, these just ridiculously comical threats to sue somebody and saying, I'm not going to sue her because she doesn't have any money. Liar. He doesn't have the guts and he doesn't have a case. It says right here, finding of fact. He took the $8,000 for therapy sessions he never provided, and he stole another counselor's billing code information. That's what Dumpsey did. And that's a L that it was uncovered. He was never going to tell you, just like he was never going to tell you that he's married to a convicted child abuser, up here lying about people and how they treat their children. And he allowed his daughter to be wailed on by the wife that weighs how much on those police documentations? What was 185, 190 pounds, a 5-year-old? Is that not a loss? Can you recover from a loss like that? He's humiliated because it has become known. That's what he's all about. Protecting someone who wailed on a child. He seems to think that I've forgotten about that warning. Nope. I'm simply compiling the information and preparing to file a second complaint with the board. In the meantime, I'm going to keep filing my complaints with the other entities, with the other contractors. He's lost contracts already for his YouTube behavior. You talk about an L? So far on this list here, what among these things that I've covered so far have I even come close to experiencing? 0. I'm not the one with disciplinary action on my license. He was up here crying, well, I filed a complaint because that time was Svengalis and they didn't listen to me because there's nothing there. They never even contacted me to ask me to give information because it didn't meet any legal standard. That's why I never heard from anyone. He is full of it. He wants people to think that we're up here acting like him. It doesn't even matter what Dempsey says here online. So what online? What's anybody going to do to us online? They don't have any power to do a damn thing. He can lie and lie and lie all day, every day. It's not going to get him anywhere. Offline is where it's at. And offline is how Dempsey was handed down consequences. The boom was lowered multiple times and he keeps lying, saying Rev G filed a complaint against him with the licensing board. No, Rev G filed a complaint with Open Path because Dumpsey has up on his website that he is friendly, treatment friendly to the LGBTQ++ community. And he's online eviscerating and verbally abusing and protected class attacking the group that he claims he's friendly towards. So they booted him. He lost multiple contracts because of his behavior online. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice has rendered him permanently ineligible to provide services to anyone who's involved with the justice system. And he is a liar. He's not permitted to provide domestic violence treatment services. This is a specialty that you have to be verifiably qualified and competent to provide services to this population. And if I find out he's providing services for domestic violence, either people involved with the justice system based on an arrest or victims, he's going to be reported. He's not qualified to do the things that he claims he can do. And he's all pissed off because, again, his lying online led to nowhere. It didn't get any of my contracts canceled. I didn't get sanctioned for anything. I've been brought up on these sort of charges. Dumpsey has. And he's mad as hell that it's been revealed what a fraud that he is. He wants to go on about people's money situation. Who has the tax lien? Dumpsey has the $133,000 tax lien. Isn't that correspond with having financial problems? If the federal government, the IRS, had to come after you because you refused to pay $133,000 in federal taxes, where's my tax lien? Where's my $133,000 tax lien? I don't have one. And he's running around here. It's hilarious, trying to claim he's not suing me because of what, money? She doesn't have anything. How would Dumpsey know? Are you following the Tasha K and Cardi B situation? I know people were just tuned in for the trial, but you have to be tuned in for everything if you want to know what's going on. Now we're in the collection effort stage where Cardi B started collecting, and then Tasha K filed for bankruptcy because she says she can't pay. If a person has been sued and they say they can't pay, the person who sued them has a right to request to the court will have to grant the request to look into the person's financial means. Dumpsey would know. How would Dumpsey know what's in anyone's bank account? He doesn't. But we know one damn thing. He didn't have $133,000 to pay his federal taxes, so they placed a lien on that house, which is already underwater. So Dumpsey's full of it. Dumpsey's not going to file a lawsuit against me because he knows he's going to be destroyed. He's going to be lit up on a counterclaim. File the lawsuit. I'm going to have a parade of witnesses coming through that courtroom testifying against Dumpsey. And they will have to appear because they will be subpoenaed. Whether they come into the courtroom or appear on Zoom, so be it. They will have to listen to the court and they'll have to testify under oath about multiple things, which I'm not going to get into. That's why Dumpsey's not suing me. He doesn't have any grounds, and his entire existence beyond what we already know will be further exposed. There is no way in hell anything like this comparably has occurred with me. Look at this list here. Nothing on this list is related to me. There is a huge difference between this list and being perfect. Don't never I claim to be perfect. Look at all the space in between this list and perfection. I'm falling in between that. I don't have anything like this on my record. Where is the proof of all the things that Dumpsey claimed? It doesn't exist. All you need to do is go to the licensing board website and see if there's a complaint filed. Dumpsey has complaints filed against him. Dumpsey has a permanent strike, and I'm going to leave you the link. Go ahead and type his name in and see what happens. It comes up as a supplemental document. This is a document you're going to see. It is public access, and there is a reason that this information is made available to the public, because the public deserves to be warned about people like Dumpsey. Dumpsey can flex all he wants online. It's not going to mean anything. He's up here talking about he's some godfather. How is it that a poor black woman, nobody can stand me, but Dumpsey's up here grabbing links, having fits over what somebody says about me that he doesn't like? He wants me burned at the stake, but he doesn't have the power to do it. Why haven't you accomplished the task? Because people know he's a clown. He's a total and complete clown. They're laughing at him. He's up here crying because he can't get anyone to do what he says. He can't get it through that thick skull of his. That this is not about a choice. This is about a decision. Nobody has to choose between anybody. They're just not dealing with Dumpsey. They don't give a damn what Dumpsey says. It doesn't matter how many people show up in his chat. They are looking at him as who he is, what he is, which is a bona fide fool. They're laughing at him. They're not going to listen to him. I'm not coming to your chat if you're effing with AAS. He was there. And trying to blame us for what happened with propane? Wait, did we get propane Oaklane money? Did we get propane Oaklane money? And got online and told about it? Did we have propane Oaklane on a three-way phone call and he put someone else in without propane knowing? Did we get information about propane Oaklane's business and spread it around and stabbed him in the back? No. Propane Oaklane is in the position that he's in because of decisions, not a choice, because of a decision to not uphold what he said. He made a decision. It's not a choice. He made a decision to act against his best interest that had nothing to do with us. That's a standalone decision. And Dempsey wants to see, oh, this is AAS's fault. Right. I lost a friend. You lost a friend. Tiff P got the hell up out of your chat because she realized you were a liar. She only was interested in Dempsey, please, nothing physical, because he was lying about having money. She hoped that she would be able to get some of that money. Perhaps she got a little bit of chump change. I'm sure it was the money he stole from Medicaid. He's probably stolen other kind of money and they don't know about it. Dumpsey is a loser. Dumpsey is a failure. He thinks he can flex online and have some influence about what's going to happen to me, what's going to happen to Rev G. Right. Where it is offline. You don't have the guts to do anything offline. Nothing but a bunch of hot air. And look what the end result was. Screaming and hollering and going off. Then he went over to his own channel, put my avatar up there, and was screaming and crying about Samba's AFW, just completely out of control. Dumpsey thinks he can order people around when his own life is in disarray. He can talk crap about people being poor and having financial problems, but he's the one with the $133,000 tax lien. Verifiable facts? I just gave you verifiable facts. It doesn't matter what Dumpsey says. Dumpsey's not going to make any moves offline. I welcome a lawsuit. The counterclaim is going to light him up. Let Dumpsey make the move. He told me I better not contact the Texas Department of Criminal Justice or else. I contacted them and I filed a formal complaint and he was removed. 2 contracts were yanked. Do something about that. You said I wasn't supposed to contact them. Where's your lawsuit? I'm waiting. And I'm going to keep talking. You're not going to shut me up. The truth is going to be told. He sat back for all those years laughing and enjoying himself, thinking nothing would ever come of the shit that he was hiding. Well, look what happens. And now he wants to try to tell everybody they have to be quiet. No, he's married to a child abuser, and I'm not going to stop talking about it. And there was a comment that woman didn't do anything. Yes, she abused a child, was arrested for a felony. She struck a deal. She has a conviction of child abuse permanently on her record. She did do something. Meanwhile, Dumpsey tries to compensate by trying to blame everybody else. Out of the clear blue sky, he supported Catherine Brown filing false police report on Lynn and Honor. He enjoyed every second of it because he wanted everybody to be like his family. All the lies he spread about Gerald and Gerald's family, accusing Gerald of harming children just up out of the blue. Like he tacked on to Catherine Brown's bullshit. He was in cahoots with it. He enjoyed every bit. See, I can't play those live streams because it has a contraband that I promised law enforcement that I wouldn't place on this channel and make no mention of this person. So a lot of those live streams contain Dumpsey cackling. Rev G won't play them either. Tons of live streams with Dumpsey right there in cahoots, starting up these lies, encouraging these lies to be spread all over and paying for people to do it. You don't think this is what we're going to bring into court? That's why I want Dempsey to file that lawsuit. He has to file that lawsuit for two reasons. He's going to be lit up on a counterclaim. He's going to have to lie to a judge. Those are the two reasons that we're insisting Dempsey file the civil lawsuit. We're not filing any civil lawsuit. We're going to keep filing our complaints, like I stated many times before, and I will continue to assert just that. Torn asunder with a child abuse conviction, front and center. That's what he wanted. That's what he tried to get, and it blew up in his face. He's getting exactly what he deserves and then some. This is what he wanted for everyone else. How could he not be expected to incur the consequences and the false charges, false perceptions, false accusations that he was putting on all these people? He expects to come away unscathed. No, he's getting back exactly what he put out to others. Now, folks, before I let you go, I made a comment earlier in the video, and I would never make a comment like that and just let it go. You're going to hear in a second how Dempsey calls his own daughter a liar, lays blame on her for what happened. But I want to make sure you know for darn sure there is more to come. But in the meantime, don't touch that dial after you hear buyer beware.
But it's done. It's been done. And the thing about it, I don't comment on the stuff because I know what really happened. That's a report, and it's merely a report. That was a lot of, most of the stuff in that report was not true, but that's not for the sector to know anyway. You know, whether it was truthful or not. The shit was over 17 years ago. My family's intact. You can believe whatever you want because regardless of what you believe, it has no effect on my life.